Hi, it's Melissa from Special Ed Law Mom, here to talk to you today about something super important. I want to talk to you about how your school year is going. I know at the end of the school year, there's a lot of promises made of, we'll address that next year, or we'll talk about that in the next IEP meeting. And usually about this time of year, mid-October, you either are having great success or you realize that you've been buffaloed, or the things that you were promised were never transferred or discussed with those who would actually have to implement them. And that is where having an advocate can be super helpful for you. So, I have clients that I have helped that all it has taken is a simple letter from me and they've been able to go into a meeting and have success. I have reviews on my website, specialeducationlawmom.com, that you can look at that can show you how people say, I should have stopped banging my head against the wall and just done this before. As a mom of two with special needs, I can tell you that the IEP process is very emotional and draining and that your voice suddenly doesn't always get heard, especially because there's a lot of emotion and a lot that you want for your child. And I'm not saying that people have bad intentions, but they do tend to kind of tune you out after a while. But when you bring someone in to help you, that's a fresh voice that may be able to express the concern differently or the issue differently, and they hear them. So I'll tell you a quick story. I've probably shared it on another video, but even I had to hire an advocate at one point. I've been advocating for over 20 years. But when it comes, like I said, to your own child, it can get pretty emotional. And I was going through some medical issues and didn't have a ton of energy, didn't have the fight in me, was tired. And so I had a friend who did advocacy, and I hired her to come with me. I had two back-to-back IEP meetings. And she came with me, and she was great. She stayed in the background, which I really think that advocates should try to do that to start until and unless they realize the dialogue isn't going anywhere or the parent is being buffaloed or whatnot. But she kind of stayed in the background and listened and let me handle things as best as I could. And I was getting some of the pushback, and it was so nice to be able to turn to her and say, "Can you take this one?" And what I had been trying to express for a couple of minutes, she started down the path, and I want to say it was quick. It may have been 45 seconds to maybe a minute and a half of whatever she said. And the person who had been putting up roadblocks for me suddenly said, "What exactly is it that you want?" Because they knew that she knew how to express it and she was going to know how to document it. And that I believe the meeting was being recorded. And there was not going to be a lot of wiggle room for a misunderstanding, which is typical later on if they get held to the wall on something. So I just want to encourage you to reach out to me if you're struggling, if you're having a situation where the school year maybe isn't going as well as you would like, or the things that you were promised haven't happened, or you haven't seen them yet, or you're getting a lot of excuses. Because before you know it, you're going to be back after the holidays going into spring, and you're going to hear, "Well, we'll deal with that next year." And then that's another year that's gone by for your child, and you can't get that time back. So please reach out to me. I'll have my contact information below my website. I would love to talk to you. I do offer a free consultation for up to 30 minutes where I can review records of whatever it is you want me to review. And then I can let you know if I feel like I can help you. I help a lot of people. I have attorneys that I work with, that I have worked for, and I would love to help you. So please reach out to me and know that I'm here to help you. And until then, make it a great day. Thanks. Bye.